We welcome you to Salem High School Gymnasium, but right now we're in the middle of the national anthem. Let's go ahead and take a 1-minute break and return. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media. Salem High School Gymnasium for this non-conference action between the Eldon Mustangs and the Salem Tigers. The Tigers tonight will be without their big man, Lucas Morrison, who is quarantined. So he doesn't have COVID-19, but he is quarantined because he came in contact or came in proximity of somebody who did. So he will not be playing tonight. So the Tigers will be shorthanded to take on this very, let's say, deceptive Eldon team. They will be starting out Hunter Hees, also Kyler Rush, P.J. Bledsoe, Aiden Wells, and Austin Rush. And that is the 5 starters for Eldon in this game tonight. For the Salem Tigers, they'll be in the white uniforms tonight with the navy blue numbers and trim. And that will be Josh Arts. He'll be getting his first start of the year. Gunnar Conkle, Braden Carmack, Grant Connell, and Levi Smith on the starters for the Salem Tigers. Nice crowd on hand. Even with the limited amount of vouchers that they do give out. Nice crowd. Ready to go for this one. The Mustangs, by the way, are in their burgundy uniforms. They have gold and white trim on the sides, the gold numbers on the front and back, and again the white piping on the jerseys and the hips of the pants. They're ready to go. We're going to have Tigers, who lost a heartbreaker the other night against the Newburgh Wolves after coming back from a 19-point halftime deficit, 67-65. They're really just looking like they're just starting to become that team that we've been expecting to see. Of course, you got to remember, Salem got started out with that COVID-19 quarantine early in the season. They got put 15 days behind everybody else, and they're finally just starting to catch up. And it really is hard to lose Lucas Morrison tonight, but the Tigers will try and work their way through it. The Tigers and the Mustangs are ready to take things underway here on this Friday night. Glad to have you aboard. We do want to remind you, tomorrow night, the Missouri Tiger game with LSU has been canceled due to COVID-19. So no Missouri game on Saturday night. That has been canceled. All right, it will be Connell going up against Austin Rush. As we get ready for this one, thank you for joining us on KSMO Radio and on KSRadio.com, Twitch TV. Thank you for being here. It's Connell getting it back, and Conkle will take it before it goes out of bounds, and the Tigers of Salem will start with the ball in the Mustang zone. Carmack has it down low to Arts. Back out to Carmack. He's guarded there by Hees. Out to Conkle. Conkle between the circles, left side pass to Levi Smith. Back to Conkle, inside to Connell, now to Carmack. Carmack back to Conkle. Inside to Connell, now to Smith. Arts has it on the perimeter. Now Conkle is getting double teamed there. Goes back to Smith between the circles. Bounce past Conkle. Conkle puts up the 3. It's off the iron. No good. Connell with a rebound. Has it blocked. Pulled down by Smith. Smith kicks it out to Braden Carmack. The Tigers with 2 big rebounds offensively right off the bat, but unable to score so far. With that ball, Smith in the Arts in the corner. Josh all the way across to Carmack. Carmack baseline all the way up, trying to scoop it up. Won't go, and brought down by Garrett Connell. Connell on top to Conkle, to Smith. Minute and 5 seconds gone in this one. Now Connell to Conkle. Conkle on the right side of the three-point line, down low to Arts. The jumper from the baseline off the iron, no good. Comes down to Josh, he puts it back up and in. Ball got deflected, came back to Josh Arts. He scores, and the Tigers of Salem have the lead. Hunter Hees has it, goes down in the corner. Waiting for it there is Aiden Wells. All the way across to Kyler Rush. Kyler Rush into the paint. Gets called for the charge as he goes over top of Connell. Rush went right over top of Garrett Connell. He picks up the first foul of this game. Salem with a 2-0 lead, takes the ball. on the first turnover of the game as well. Here's Carmack with a long shot for two. No, called a three, and it's good. Braden Carmack just came down. Nobody came out to him, and he put it up, hit the three. It did look like his foot was on the line, but they didn't call that. Rush all the way across to Wells. Out on top to Hees. Now back to Rush. There's two rushes out there, Kyler and Austin. This is Kyler. Kyler banks it off of Levi Smith, though it stays with the Mustangs. Austin Rush will inbound it. He'll flip it to Hees. Hunter Hees, left side pass to Wells. Back to Hees, right between the circles, down low, and it was stolen away by Connell. Well read. Here comes the Tigers. Carmack back the other way, up and in. Carmack after the steal, and the Tigers take advantage of it, have a 7-0 lead. Hees has it. Hees flips the left side pass to Wells in front of the Tiger bench. Now going baseline, putting that shot up, missing that one was P.J. Bledsoe, but it comes back to Hees, kicks it outside, ball tipped by Carmack, finally brings it down and gets that steal. Now across to Levi Smith, and he is fouled, and I believe Kyler Rush will pick up his second foul there. Salem with 2 steals in this one. The ball was tipped by Braden Carmack. He finally brought it under control. Well, Kyler Rush with his second foul. He'll find a seat as Zabin King will check in. Smith free throw's good. 5:22 to go first quarter. 8-0 Salem on top. And Levi's next one also, no, it didn't go down. Looked like it was, but didn't. Aiden Wells, that ball sat on the rim and then trickled outside. Wells to Hees. Hees bounce pass back to Wells. Down in the corner to King. King back out on top to Wells. Flips it to Hees as they play on the perimeter. Hees trying to get away from Levi Smith. Throws it away. Intended for Austin Rush, but Rush had cut inside and Hees threw it to the corner. Turnover number 4 for Eldon. And with 5 minutes to go third quarter, Salem with an 8-0 lead. Conkle stops, gives it off to Josh Arts. Arts pass intended for Conkle, tipped out of bounds by Hunter Hees. Don't forget K&H Auto Supplies, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Center South Main. Family owned since 1981. Our Parts City Auto Parts store offering you curbside service. 729-6667. The Tigers turn it over. Here comes Hees, blocked away by Carmack as he went for the layup. After the steal by the Mustangs on a bad inbound pass that Carmack tried to save. He had to come back, block the shot, knock it out of bounds, did not draw the foul. Now it comes in to Hees on the inbound. Flips it high in the air, taken down by Wells. Wells back to Hees. Hees into the call away across the court to King. He walked with it, no call. Underneath the Rush, who scores. Austin Rush lays it in. It's 8-2. Here's Carmack underneath the Arts all alone. He has that ball blocked away by Rush as Austin came over, knocked it away. Eight to our score, 4:28 to go. Inbound to Carmack in the corner. Out on top to Levi Smith, back to Carmack on that perimeter. Braden trying to cut through, does short jumper's good from about 8 feet. And Braden now has 7 points, and the Tigers lead it 10-2. Pass goes in the corner. We're trying to take it into the hole as Wells. Wells does, puts a shot up, no good. Comes back to Wells, his jumper also no good. And Josh Arts brings that down, his second rebound. 4 minutes exactly to go first quarter. Pass to Smith, left side, down low, intended for Arts, tipped, brought back into the hands of Smith. Now to Connell, to Conkle. Conkle over to Smith, open for the three, didn't take it. Levi back to Conkle. Gunner moves it right side to Braden Carmack. Carmack guarded there by Hees. Goes across court to Levi Smith, back to Conkle, back to Levi. The three, it splashes home. Levi Smith. The Tigers have a 13-2 lead. Hees goes past Conkle. Bounce pass intended for Wells in the corner. Knocked out of bounds by Garrett Connell. Town & Country Bank's a locally owned community bank providing personal service, business financial solutions, and more. Town & Country Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. A proud supporter of the Salem Tigers. Hayes has it for the Mustangs. Flips it in the corner, taking it there's Wells. Wells trying to dance his way in off the glass. It's good. Aiden Wells pulled up, put up about a 4-footer. And it's a 13-4 game. Gunner Conkle left side to Carmack. Carmack back to Conkle. Between the circles, Gunner looked right, went left. Carmack three-pointer. It's off the front of the rim, no good. It's brought down and controlled by Hayes. Hunter Hayes the other way. Hunter has a man with him, goes to Wells for the three. It's good. Aiden Wells hits the three from right in front of the Salem bench, and it's a 13-7 game. Pass to Smith in the corner, Josh Arts. Arts flipping it back to Conkle, inside to Connell. To Carmack, back to Gunner. Sets the play back up from out near center court to Carmack. Carmack from 12, his jumper's good. 15-7 our score with 2:20 to go in this, the first quarter. Salem on top. Hayes is bumped there by Braden Carmack. He'll draw his first foul, and the first foul on the Salem Tigers. Don't forget the Salem Memorial District Hospital is a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Don't forget, every patient, every encounter, every time, the Salem Memorial District Hospital. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back. 15-7, Salem on top as the Mustangs burn a timeout. This is Tiger Sports on KSMO Media. Progressive Ozark Bank's community-focused financial organization serving Salem, Licking, Houston, Hartville, and Mountain Grove. With a full line of services, call them today, 729-4146. Progressive Ozark Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Hayes has it for the Mustangs. Over to Wells. Aiden Wells trying to get away from Connell. Stops at the top of the key. Flips it left side to Hayes. Hunter Hayes trying to get past Carmack, takes it to the hole, trying to flip it up, lost the ball as it was knocked out of his hands by Ethan Simpson. 15-7 our score, Salem on top. Austin Rush to flip it in. He does to King. King outside to Wells. Wells is their big guy at 6'4". He goes on top to Bledsoe. Back to Wells, guarded there tightly by Connell, knocked out of his hands by Connell. Goes back court to King. Back to Wells with 1:43 to go. Now to Rush. Rush looking inside. There's nobody there. Now goes down to King. Off the glass. No good. And knocked out of bounds by King. Zabin King got that rebound, knocked it away from Conkle, and it goes out of bounds. Salem Tigers have it. Half-court defense by the Mustangs. 2-1-2 zone pretty much is what the Mustangs have been playing. Pass goes to Carmack. Carmack back on top. Conkle looking at Simpson. Can't get it to him now to Carmack. Braden stops from 10. His shot doesn't go. He had to alter it a little bit, and King brings it down. King to Hayes. Hayes back to King. King all the way across the court to Wells for the three, and it's off the front of the iron. No good. And it comes down in the hands of Rush, and he was fouled. No foul call. They just gave the ball to Eldon. Interesting. Inbound comes out to Hayes. Hayes has it. Goes in the corner to Wells. Wells driving in off the glass, and they rimmed out. No good. And Wells then fouls Connell as he brings down the rebound. His first foul, third team foul for the Mustangs. And with under a minute to go, here's Carmack. Bounce pass out to Conkle, back to Carmack. Braden flipping it back to Conkle. Pass intended for Simpson, tipped away and thrown down there, and going after the ball, knocking it out of bounds is Conkle. So another turnover by Salem here, just their second. Ball is deflected, and Simpson couldn't get to it. Smith will come in for Gunnar Conkle. 35 seconds to go. 15-7 our score. Hees has it, on the inbound. Hunter looking inside, couldn't get it to Wells. Now goes back outside to Bledsoe. Bledsoe on the baseline to Wells. Wells fires it all the way across. He's a quick three. It's short. Comes down to Wells off the glass. No good. Brought down by Connell, and Wells will pick up another foul. Garrett got the inside position after the rebound that Wells got. He'll pick up foul number 2. 4th team foul on the Mustangs with 16.9 seconds left. Tigers like to add to this 8-point lead before they go in for the first quarter. Simpson back to Smith, now to Carmack. Carmack to the paint, to the hole, just a kind of fadeaway jumper. It did not go, and it's brought down there. And a half-court shot is no good by Hees, who brought down that rebound. We played 1 quarter. Salem Tigers lead the Mustangs 15-7, and back in a minute. This is Tiger Sports on KSMO Media. Into the hands of the Mustangs, Zabin King. 40 seconds to go in the half. 30-21, Salem on top. Hees has it. Hees guarded there by May. Hees giving it off there to Zabin King. 27 seconds to go. Flips it left side to Wells. Aiden Wells looking at back door, nothing there. Takes it to the free throw line. His jumper rims out, no good. And brought down, and Martin Fee brought it down, and I think a foul was called underneath. And that'll be on Easton May. And that allows Martin Fee to shoot the 1-and-1. (30-21) our score. Free throw is good. And he has another one coming now with 16 seconds left. Next one. It's good. Inbound comes to Conkle, now over to Carmack. 12 seconds left. Carmack trying to get to the paint, to the hole, all the way down, lays it in. 5 seconds to go. Hees looks at the clock, now to Wells. Wells takes a half-court jumper. It's no good. And we played 1 half here at the Salem High School Gymnasium. The Salem Tigers lead at halftime by a score of 32-23. We'll come back in 2.5 minutes with stats in the first half. This is Tiger Basketball. You're listening to it on KSMO, watching it on KSMOradio.com, Twitch TV. And the Tigers had 4 turnovers, 2 steals for Eldon. As far as point scoring is concerned, leading getter for points is Braden Carmack. He has 19 in the game. Levi Smith has added 6. Ethan Simpson has 5. 2 for Josh Arts in the contest here for the Salem Tigers. Salem 5 of 9 from the stripe in that first half. 2 fouls for Braden Carmack, Levi Smith, Garrett Connell, and Easton May. For Eldon, their leading scorer is Aiden Wells with 14 points. He is followed there by 4 points by Nicky Martin Fee, and then 2 points for Austin Rush, and 1 point for Hunter Hees. Leading rebounder in the game happens to be Aiden Wells. He has 7. There's 2 for Hunter Hees and 2 for Austin Rush, 1 each for Martin Fee and King. For the Salem Tigers, their leading rebounder is Connell with 4. 3 for Josh Arts, 2 for Ethan Simpson, 1 for Levi Smith, 1 for Gunnar Conkle. Tigers lead at 32-23. They'll have next Tuesday off. Now, have been talking to Coach Carty about that. Tigers are trying to get a couple of makeup games in there, but they do have Tuesday off. So there could be a game put in next week. But again, as of right now, no game is scheduled for Tuesday. So the Tigers won't play again till next Friday. And by golly, it's hard to believe, but we'll already be starting SCA play. We'll take on the Kabul Bulldogs. That's next Friday night. That'll be right here at home, which is very unusual to have 3 home games in January for Salem, but it'll be right here at home. And that will be a JV game at 6, varsity game to follow, in SCA play, and then the St. James tournament will follow that. Don't forget, our Lady Tigers will be at Willow Springs on Monday, taking on the Lady Bears. They will not be down there to bring you that game, but that should be a dandy ball game. That will be 6 o'clock JV action, varsity game to follow. Each team has won one game in the holiday tournaments, and so it'll be interesting to see what happens in that one. Willow Springs and Salem, Monday night at Willow, and then the Tigers doesn't get any easier. They go down to Thayer on Thursday night to take on the Lady Bobcats in SCA play, so 2 tough back-to-back games for Coach Reardon and our Lady Tigers. We are at halftime. We're going to take a 2.5-minute break and come back with the second half. 32-23, Salem on top. This is Tiger basketball, and you are listening to it and watching it on KSMO Media. Welcome back, Salem High School Gymnasium. We are at halftime. 32-23, both teams back on the floor, about ready to get this one underway. Hey, Fairground Auto Plaza in Rollins giving you a fast, convenient way to find yourself a new car. Or you might even find a pre-owned car or lease one. Check it out at fairgroundgm.com. It's called Shop, Click, and Drive. Fairground Auto Plaza. And don't forget, Town & Country Insurance Associates can handle all your insurance, commercial, personal, life, and health. For a quote, contact anybody at the bank over there at Town & Country Bank's branch at Town & Country Insurance, 729-6624. And don't forget, the city of Salem wishes the Salem Tigers the very best. Go Big Blue from the city of Salem. Okay, Gunnar Conkle has it on the inbound as the Tigers have the ball to start this second half. They lead it by 9. Conkle holding on to the ball. Guarding him there is Kyler Rush. Down low goes to Carmack on the baseline. Carmack out to Arts. Arts off the glass too hard. Gets his own rebound. Lost it. And a foul called. I'm not sure who the foul is called on. I think it's on Rush. And that would be on Kyler Rush, and that would be his third. As Arts brought down that rebound, missed the shot. Now the inbound to Connell. Goes back door to Smith. Couldn't handle the pass. Levi has it. Bounce pass out to Carmack. On top, Conkle. Tigers will reset there. Gunner. Tigers need a little bit of movement here to get somebody open. Gunner trying to get past Rush. Goes outside to Smith. Levi hanging on to it. Goes to Carmack. Carmack guard there by Hees. Trying to get a pick over to Levi Smith. Didn't take the shot. Had the ball tipped. Gets it back. And then a foul's going to be called on Rush. Austin Rush. That'll be his third. Salem has come out with ball control here to start this third quarter. Trying to find the right shot as Nikki Martinfee comes in the game. Tigers looking to get in. They do to Carmack. Carmack's jump shot is off the rim, straight up in the air. Brought down there by Wells. Wells had a good rebounding game. That's number 8. So Tigers kept the ball for 1 minute but could not score. Pass goes to Wells in the corner. Wells trying to cut in. All the way across it goes to Rush. Kyler Rush's 3 is short. It's brought down and controlled by Arts. Josh Arts the other way. Arts to the hole. Goes for the layup. And he's fouled en route. I think that's going to be on Bledsoe. And that would be his second, P.J. Bledsoe. Inbound comes in to Smith. Levi trying to get a pick, does. Now goes to Connell. Connell outside to Conkle for the 3. It's off the rim. Comes down to Connell. Connell to the hole. Lays it up and in. Garrett with a strong rebound and put back, and the Tigers lead back to 11. Pass right side to Rush. Goes back to Hees. Hees down to Wells in the left corner. Wells' 3 is short. Well, it went straight up in the air and off the rim. It came through. They got that shooter's bounce there. It was short, hit the front of the rim, went straight up in the air and found the net. The Tiger lead down to 8. Conkle holding on to the ball, goes to Smith. Levi back to Conkle. Conkle right side pass to Carmack. Braden back to Gunnar Conkle. Tigers very deliberate here in this second half to get things started. Mustangs now putting a lot of pressure on the Tigers ball handlers. Conkle trying to get past Rush. Goes to Smith in the corner. Smith trying to get away from Hees to Gunnar to Connell. His jumper is good. Garrett Connell from about 10. Back to a 10-point Tiger lead. Pass to Wells in the corner. Goes past Connell. And then this jump shot goes up and in by Wells, who went over top of Arts. No call. 36-28 as Aiden Wells is showing his strength here early on this third quarter. Carmack all the way down, kicks it outside to Smith. Ball loose. Carmack keeps it alive to Arts. Arts almost out of bounds. Back to Carmack. Outside it goes to Conkle. Tigers were trapped in that corner, and somehow the Mustangs didn't pin them. Here's Levi Smith trying to get away from Bledsoe. Back to Conkle. Back to Smith. As they play catch out near center court with 4:45 to go third quarter. Conkle moves, trying to move it inside, but he hands it off to Hees, and Hees all the way down, lays it in. After the steal, it's now a 6-point game after that turnover, as Conkle left that ball just hanging in the air too long. Pass goes to Smith. Back to Conkle. Gunner. Over to Smith. Levi trying to drive down low. Stops, trying to pull it back out. Has the ball knocked out of his hands. It stays with the Salem Tigers. 4:11 to go third quarter. Not much scoring here. Tigers have only 4 points. 7 for Eldon. Pass comes to Connell. Over to Conkle. Open, wide open. Didn't take the shot. Now to Smith. Levi back to Conkle. Tigers trying to find somebody open. Gunner trying to get away from Rush. Now to Smith. Rush with 3 fouls. Doesn't want to reach. Levi Smith looking inside. Can't find anybody. Goes back on top to Carmack. Carmack trying to drive in. Does. Scooping it down. Trying to get it to Arts. And Josh wasn't ready for it. The ball goes out of bounds. Braden made a good play. A little lack of communication as Josh wasn't ready for the pass. And the Tigers turn the ball over. Now Hees left side to Wells. Wells back to Hees. Ball tipped in the air, stolen by Conkle. Conkle the other way against Bledsoe. Conkle stops. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Salem Tigers. The Tigers get their first steal of the second half. They'll inbound it. Salem trying to hang on to their lead. They got a 6-point lead right now. The inbound comes outside to Smith. Back in the quarter, Conkle. Guarded there by Bledsoe. Inside to Connell, out to Smith, right side Carmack. Carmack on the baseline. Carmack's short jumper is no good. A foul called. On the floor. I believe it's going to be against Nikki Martinfee. Conkle to inbound it. Kicks it outside to Smith. 3:15 to go. Smith guarded there by King. Flips it back to Conkle, left wing. Conkle trying to get it down low to Arts. Arts kicks it outside to Smith. Open for the 3. It's short. Comes down into the hands of Hees. Hees the other way. A long lead pass stolen by Conkle, who gives it off to Arts, who can't keep it in. Gunner got it stolen, then he just threw it out of bounds. Trying to lead the Tigers. But the ball ended up staying with the Mustangs with 2:58 to go. Gunner come out. Easton May checks in. Simpson checks in. And Levi Smith will take a break. Hees has it. Right side pass to King. Zabin King for Eldon. Little push off, no call there. Getting into Bledsoe. And now he's in the corner for a 3. It's off the iron. No good. Brought down on the backside by King. King out to Martin Fee. Back to King on the baseline. Down low, the ball goes to Hees. Outside to Wells for the three. It's offline. No good, and taken there by Carmack. Braden Carmack with 19 points in this game. Trying to find a little opening. Can't. Goes back to Simpson. Ethan has a three in this game. Ball tipped, but goes to May. May looking down low. Turns, spins. Nobody open. Trying to find backdoor to Simpson. Simpson shot way offline. Brought down by Arts, and a foul's going to be called, I believe, on Zabin King. That'll be the fifth team foul on Eldon. And it is going to be on Zabin King. Simpson was out of whack when he let that shot go. The inbound coming to Easton Bay. May gets away from Hees, now atop Carmack. Now to Connell, turnaround jump shot from the free throw line. Pinball's out. It's brought down by Wells. Garrett had a good shot, just wouldn't fall. 36-30 with 1:50 to go. Here's King trying to drive in, goes all the way across to Wells. Wells to the paint, to the hole. His shot blocked there by Easton May. Nice job from behind. Here's Carmack the other way with 1:40 to go in the third quarter. 36-30, Salem on top. Carmack out high. Trying to find his way inside, does. Trying again, passes right out of bounds. Instead of taking it to the hole or shooting, he's trying to get it off to Josh Arts, but Josh isn't ready for that. Josh is looking for the rebound, and Braden is trying to kick him a pass down low, right at the low post, but that's not what Josh was looking for. Another turnover by the Tigers. That is their fourth. Now here comes King, baseline. He'll be followed by Easton May. For Easton, that's now number 3. Hees will get it in to Braden King. Now he's a three-pointer from the side, doesn't go. Tied up underneath, and what are they going to call? Jump ball, possession arrow favors Eldon. As it was tied up between Arts as well as King. Braden King in. Just a freshman. Gets it outside to Hees. Open for another three, and this one is good. Now 3 points. Salem Tiger lead. It was as much as 12 in this game. Now down to 3. Here's Carmack. Down to Connell. Connell bumps into Bledsoe, and Bledsoe will draw the foul. That'll be his third. That's a 6-team foul. 53 seconds to go third quarter. Salem will now be in the bonus. The inbound to Connell in the corner. Connell going baseline. And Connell trying to get inside. Is blocked off by Bledsoe. And Bledsoe, I think, is going to pick up foul number 4. Fisher was standing, right there within less than a foot. And he called it a blocking foul. That could have gone either way. And Garrett will go to the line to shoot free throws. And it looks like Bledsoe has maybe pulled a hamstring or hurt his leg, one or the other. He's reaching back there. That's not usually a good sign. Connell's free throw is good. A little contact out there on the floor. So Bledsoe is not in the game right now. Next one by Connell, also good. He's got 6. Tigers lead back to 5 as Hees brings it down with 48 seconds. Now Braden King, outside to Martin Fee. Now to King. Braden King out high. Pass across to Martin Fee, stolen there by Carmack. Carmack the other way, all the way down, lays it in. His first basket of the third quarter after the steal. Walking the other way is Hees. Hees will be fouled there by Simpson as Ethan tried for the steal. As his second team foul for Salem. 21 seconds remain, third quarter. 40-33, Salem with the lead. Martin Field inbounded, flipping it back to Hees. Hees hit a three a moment ago. Gets it off to King. Zaven King, guard there by Easton May. And May gets a foul. That'll be his fourth as he went for the steal. With 12.7 seconds left. It's hard to time that poke. Getting the inbound back to King. Down to 10 seconds left. King looking for a pick to try and get it to Wells or Hees. He gets it to Hees. He's underneath, down to Wells. Wells shot blocked away by Carmack from behind with under a second to go. We've played three. The Salem Tigers lead Eldon by a score of 40-33. Back in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball. You're listening to it on KSMO, watching it on KSMORadio.com, Twitch TV. Don't forget Larson Collision Center in Salem has been serving the area for over 30 years. Just call them for more information about body work. 729-3915 or drop by 503 North MacArthur, Larson Collision Center. With the ball right now, Gunnar Conkle on the inbound to start quarter number 4. Bounce pass to Levi Smith. Back to Connell. I should say back to Gunnar Conkle. Outside to Simpson. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Goes back to Gunnar Conkle. Still has Simpson open in the corner, goes the other way to Smith. Back to Gunnar. Gunnar stops, spins, gives it off to Braden Carmack. Tigers have burned 30 seconds here. Carmack gets a little pick, pulls up with a long three, and no good. Brought down by Smith underneath, tied up underneath, and it's going to be a jump ball, I'm sure. Or a timeout was called. Was a timeout called? I guess it was. Timeout was called by Coach Carty with 7:22 to go in the fourth quarter. 40-33 Salem. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball, and you are hearing it and watching it on KSMO Media. Don't forget the Common Grounds Bistro has great breakfast and lunch at 300B South Main Street. A proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. It's the Common Grounds Bistro. Tigers inbound it. Getting it to Smith in the corner to Simpson. Ethan hanging on to it. Trying to find somebody open. Pulls up, goes back to Gunnar Conkle near center court. Gunnar stops, bounce pass right side to Smith. Driving in, Levi stops, turns, spins. Trying to shoot it in the middle, does to Garrett Connell. And Connell will be fouled by Aiden Wells. That'll be Aiden's third. Don't forget, it's never too early to start your tax planning. Contact your friends at Tax Masters. They can help you with over 40 years experience. Call them at 729-3001 or stop by 510 North Main. Tax Masters, proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Garrett Connell has 6 points in this game, and the free throw is no good. 7 of 12 now from the stripe for Salem in this one. Next free throw, this one is short. Comes down in the hands of Austin Rush. Gets it to Hees. Hees over the timeline. Flips it right side. Getting it there is his brother. Ball loose on the floor. Tipped. It goes into the Eldon zone, but back they come to Wells. Wells on the right wing. I should say left wing. Fires it out on top to Hees. Hees guarded there by Carmack. 40-33 our score. Salem with the lead. He's right side pass to Rush. Kyler Rush Pulls it back, left side pass. Getting it there is King. Outside to Hayes. Quick three off the iron. Comes out high and hard. Taken there by Simpson. He'll be fouled by Hayes. And that will put Salem at the line 1-1. Hunter Hayes with a foul on Ethan Simpson as he brought down that rebound. Conway Construction LLC can do a lot of great work for you. Build you a brand new home, add on to your current home, put down concrete, make you a deck, do siding, tile, and wood floors. That's Conway Construction LLC. 247-6468. 247-6468. Talk with Randy. Ethan makes that first one. And misses the second. Brought down by Rush again. 41-33. He's the other way. Down to Wells, and Wells stepped out of bounds with his back foot. Aiden tried to get a little push off and ended up stepping out of bounds, turning the ball over to Salem Tigers. 6:10 to go. This is the fourth quarter. Tigers, Kunkel has it down low to Smith. I should say Simpson all alone. He waits. They wave off the basket as Hees went over top of Ethan. Ethan just dug down. He's not a real big guy anyway, and Hees flew right over top, but he draws the foul. And that'll put Simpson at the line to shoot two. That is the 10th foul on Eldon the second half. So it's double bonus now for Ethan Simpson. Tigers need to make these free throws now. They're 1 for 4 in this fourth quarter. Simpson's free throw is no good. Ethan has another crack at it. Eight-point Salem Tiger lead. Simpson trying to make it 9, and he does. He's has it on the inbound. In the Tiger zone with under 6 to go. He's guarded there by Ethan Simpson. Moves to his right, hands it off to King. King trying to find his way in, does count the bucket and a foul. As Ethan came from behind, he'll pick up his second foul, but it was way after the fact as Zabin King had already laid the ball in. Now back to a 7-point lead, and the free throw is no good. Tipped, comes down in the hands of Rush, but he missed it. Now comes outside and trying to cut inside, and another foul called on the Salem Tigers because of the foul on Ethan Simpson. Now turns into another foul. And this one is on Conkle after a couple of rebounds by the Mustangs. That free throw by Rush is good. Kyler Rush, his first point of the game. Next one is no good, brought down by Connell. 6-point Salem Tiger lead, 5:35 to go. Carmack has it. Carmack lost the ball, stolen away, or the dove onto, and a timeout called by Coach Carty as Conkle saved, I should say Levi Smith saved the bacon after Carmack lost the ball. And with that timeout, with 5:29 to go, the Salem Tigers will take a 30-second break and come back. 42-36 Salem. This is Tiger Sports on KSMO Media. And don't forget, call Calvin Malone, American Family Insurance, 729-5165 for all your insurance needs. Or number 1101A South Main. As Conkle misses the layup, comes down in the back. As again, American Family Insurance, Calvin Malone, your insurance agent, 729-5165 or 1104A South Main Street. Carmack picks up his third foul, going over the back on that rebound after the miss. Here comes the Eldon Mustangs, down by 6. He's bounce pass outside, stolen there by Conkle. Conkle the other way, lays this one up and makes it. 44-36. Salem Tiger lead at 8 as Hees has it. Hees flipping it down to Rush. That's Austin Rush back to Hees. Under 5 now. And a foul called, or I should say a timeout called by Eldon. 44-36. We'll keep it here and tell you that Country Mart at 1204 East Cinegrass Boulevard is open every single day, 7 days a week, offering you great services in the deli and the bakery and great food prices, Western Union, propane cylinders, so much more. It's Country Mart. Go online, check them out, tcmarkets.com. We're on Facebook or call 729-3455. And if you're looking for insurance, Willie Strader has you covered. From Farm Bureau Insurance, call Willie at 729-4941 or drop by 1414 West Scenic Ridge Boulevard. That's Willie Strader and Farm Bureau Insurance. Salem's next game next Friday against the Kabul Bulldogs. SCA play right here at the Salem High School Gymnasium. We hope you can make it out and take up those vouchers now. You get to get those at the high school office only. That's high school office, so make sure you get your voucher so you can attend the game. Here's Hees. Hees trying to kid past Carmack, goes left side, Aiden Wells. Guarded there by Garrett Connell. Garrett right in his face. Pass goes inside to Rush. A little floater trickles in. Kyler Rush. And it's a 6-point Salem Tiger lead. 4.5 to go. Pass to Levi Smith. Levi hanging on to it, trying to get away from Bledsoe. It's good to see him back in the game. He's got 4 fouls, but he was a hurting puppy for a while. Now Smith is bumped and went back court. A turnover by the Tigers gives the ball back to Eldon as Bledsoe gave him a little bump and Levi lost his balance, stepped back and was on the timeline. Kyler Rush will flip it in. 44-38. Salem with the lead. 4:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Pass coming down to King. Back to Hees. Hees guarded there by Simpson. Comes down low. He can't shoot it. Goes inside. Gets to Wells, and Wells banks it in. He's got 21 in this game and the lead down to 4. Tigers with not many scoring points in this second half. Just 12. Now Conkle hanging on to it. Conkle trying to get away from Hees. Right side pass to Simpson. Out on top. Getting it there is Easton May back in the ball game. Now to Conkle. Back to May. May trying to get away from Bledsoe. Getting it back to Conkle. Conkle stops. Outside May. May to the paint, to the hole. Lays it up and in. Easton May with a nice drive. And the Tiger lead back to 6 with 3:20 to go. Fourth quarter action. He's for the Mustangs. Between the circles. Right side pass to Rush for a 3. It's good. Kyler Rush hits that 3, and it's a 3.1 possession lead for the Tigers. Simpson now over to Conkle. After the pass to Carmack. Conkle going baseline. Off the glass. It's good. Gunner responds with a 2. The Tiger lead is back to 5. He's trying to get away from Simpson. Ethan right with him all the way down. Now a push off, and I think Ethan might pick up a foul anyway. And that would make it a 1-and-1, and it is going to be a foul on Ethan Simpson. He was hounding him, but a little push off and no call on the push off. And that will be a 1-and-1 with a clock stop with 2:47 to go. Southwest Baptist University Salem campus provides a quality education close to home for those who want that next level. If you would like to make an appointment to see them, contact Chris Welch, 729-7071, Southwest Baptist University. (48-43). His free throw is good. A lot of time left to go in this one. Some of those missed free throws now kind of catching up to the Salem Tigers. That one is no good, brought down by Connell. Tigers will take their time, but they need to come away with points. Conkle with 2:35 to go. gives it off to Carmack. Carmack taking it right to the hole, scoops it up, missed the shot. Brought down by Rush. Kyler Rush the other way. Kyler all the way down underneath, trying to get to Wells. He does. Wells stops, flips that ball back. It's tipped, stolen away by the Tigers. Connell to Carmack. Carmack all the way down, has the ball knocked away. And Salem gets nothing out of that. Back comes the other way. Rush outside to Hees for a three. It's good, and it's a 1-point ball game. And the Eldon fans are going crazy. 2 minutes to go after the Tigers got the steal, couldn't capitalize. As the ball knocked out of Carmack's hands, they come back, bury the three just that quickly. Simpson needs to make a move here. Trying to backdoor that pass, comes down and stolen away by Eldon. That was not a quality pass there by Ethan Simpson. 1:35 to go. Ball goes back court. They say a win off Ethan as he tries to bring it back, and now Ethan fouls him and will put him at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Senseless fouls here, guys. Putting him at the line. And that's Ethan's 4th foul. It's good to keep close, but right now, I think Josh Arts might have a bloody nose or some blood on his jersey. So he's going to have to check out. 1.5 to go left in this game. It's Salem up by 1, but Hees will be shooting a 1-and-1 here. He just hit a 3 to bring it to within 1 point. Sides advantage right now, the Mustangs, and he ties the game. Salem has led pretty much all the way through this one. They have failed to capitalize on some free throws and on some steals. And He's next free throw, and this one is short, brought down by Connell. 1:25 to go, giving it to Carmack. Carmack hanging on to it. Each team with 3 timeouts left. Rush trying to charge Carmack. Carmack kicks it back to Levi Smith. Levi called for a double dribble. Turns the ball over. The Salem Tigers with 8 turnovers in the second half. And a timeout called. With 1:07 to go left here in the 4th quarter. Eldon takes the timeout. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball, and you are checking it out on KSMO Media. Don't forget Duncan Family Chiropractic at 401 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard can handle all of your chiropractic needs for your family. Don't forget to also check out Dr. Duncan for Juice Plus. Find out more by calling 729-2321, a proud supporter of Salem Tiger Sports. And don't forget the Bank of Salem, your locally owned community bank since 1883, is a full-service bank ready to assist you in 2 locations, 100 West 4th Street and 1001 South Main. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, they are an equal housing lender. Down to the final 1:07 now. Here's Hees with it for the Mustangs, handing it off to Wells. Wells trying to get away from Connell. Wells stops, trying to flip it down, does. Walking with it was King, no call, goes in the corner. Waiting for it, there's Rush. Back on the top, Hees. 48 seconds to go. Hees handing it off there to Rush. Rush comes down, stops, pulls it back out. Now trying to get past Conkle. Rush stops, out on top to King. Saving King, taking it down all the way down. Missed that shot and brought down by Smith off to Easton May. Back to Carmack, 27 seconds to go. Carmack trying to drive in all the way home, trying to scoop it up and in. Missed the shot, brought down there by King. Again, way too much time to do that with. And Braden should have been more patient. Now down to 12 seconds left. Hees flips it to Wells. Wells out on top to King. King guarded there by May. And a foul's going to be called on Easton May for a reach in. With 3.4 seconds left, and Easton will foul out a game. And King will go to the line with a 48-48 score, and he will shoot a 1-and-1. Don't know what Easton's thinking. You had him trapped. It's going to go to overtime, but not. And let's hope King misses, and he does miss. Brought down by Connell. Connell off to Carmack. 1 second left, and we're going to overtime. 48-48 our score. We will come back in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media. We're in overtime, 48-48, our first OT game of the season. It'll be Connell going up against Aiden Wells. These guys have not left the floor much tonight at all. It'll be Wells getting it back to Hees. So Easton May fouled out of the game with that foul. As Rush has it, goes left side to Aiden Wells. Wells trying to drive in past Connell. Wells lost the ball, goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it stays with Eldon. They'll say it went off of Connell. As Garrett knocked that ball away. Zaven King to inbound. Fires it quickly, and a walk right there as he's trying to set his feet. He turns the ball over. Got that ball in a corner and stutter step. That's enough to give a ball back to Salem. Half-court defense by Eldon. Tigers Conkle will bring it up. Salem was very deliberate in that second half, only got 16 points. Backdoor pass to Smith, or to Simpson all alone, and Ethan lays it in. He's got 9. And the Tigers go up by 2. He snuck in the back door. Here's Hees. Hees on top to King. King by 1 man, flips in the corner. There is Bledsoe. Out on top, Hees for the 3. It's good. And a 1-point lead by Eldon. Let that ball go awkwardly, but it found the net. Now Conkle to the top of the key. 3 minutes to go. Ball tip comes down the hands of Smith. Levi bounce pass to Simpson in the corner for a 3. Way too short. Caught there underneath by Hees. Hees will bring it the other way. 51-50. Eldon with the lead. They've not had the lead much in this game. I think a couple of times. That pass to Wells. Wells trying to go baseline against Connell. Stops, kicks it outside. There's King back to Wells. Wells outside to Hees. Thinking about another 3. Instead pulls it back out between the circles. Now to Rush. Kyler Rush. Bounce pass. Getting it there's Hees. Guarded there by Simpson. Hees the baseline. And a foul called on the Salem Tigers. And I believe that's going to be on Ethan Simpson. He'll foul out again. And so Hees will shoot 2 here as Ethan fouls out with 2:23 to go. 9 points, 3 rebounds in the game, but he's done. Hart's back in. He's to shoot 2. And the first one is on its way, and it is good. He has another one coming, and this one also good. He's got now 16 points in this game after having none or 1 in the first half. Now Salem down by 3. Pass comes across to Smith. Levi back on top, Conkle. Right side pass to Carmack. Carmack going baseline. Outside Conkle to open for the three, didn't take it. Takes a long two. It's no good, brought down by Wells. Wells will kick it back to Heath with 1:55 to go. Salem Tigers lost a heartbreaker to Newburgh, 67-65. They're trying to come back here against Eldon. Putting it down Wells all the way to the paint. He's tripped up by Connell. And Garrett will pick up his third foul. And that'll put Wells at the line to shoot two. Each team in the double bonus. Eight of 14 with the stripe in the regular part of the game was Eldon. That one's no good. Salem 9 of 17. Both teams shooting just over 50%. Next one also no good, brought down by Connell. Still a one possession game. Tigers, Conkle has it to Connell, back to Conkle, open for the three, didn't take it. Pass across Smith, he's open for the three, he takes it short. Comes down in the hands of Hees and a foul by Conkle with 1:23 to go. The Tigers had a chance to tie it, Levi wide open, couldn't bury it. Conkle will pick up his third foul. And Hunter Hees, who's finally feeling it, back at the line. Again, he will shoot two. Free throw is no good. Still a one possession game with 1:23 to go. His next one is good. 54-50. Carmack the other way, bounce pass to Connell. Left side pass to Conkle, into Smith. Smith on the baseline underneath the arch, banks it in. And a timeout called by Coach Carty. 54-52, Eldon on top. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. 54-52. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media. Well, this ball game was pretty much controlled by Salem for three quarters. They could not hang on to fourth quarter, missed some opportunities, got some fouls, and got to give a lot of credit for Eldon. They just hung around, and now here in overtime, they have a 2-point lead with 1:12, I believe, is what is remaining in this, well, at least the first overtime. Salem has just scored. Eldon will inbound it from the baseline. Salem in a half-court defense. They need to stop here. They need to get the ball back. Inbound comes to Hees. Hunter Hees with 6:17 in this game now. Hang it off to Rush. Stolen there by Carmack. The ball went through Rush's hands. Carmack all the way down is fouled. Couldn't get the shot off, and he'll shoot two. But Rush did the job. He got the foul, but he kept him from shooting. So Carmack will shoot two with exactly 1 minute to go. Braden has only scored 2 points in this second half. And the free throw, short. Tried to short arm that, it guided it. Need to shoot it. Next one is no good. Goes off to the side, and a foul's going to be called on Arts. Josh Arts will get his first foul. Going for the rebound. Going to the line will be Bledsoe. PJ does not have a point in this game. Got injured early on, was able to come back, which is a good sign. But he will shoot two free throws. 54-52, Eldon with the lead. Exactly 1 minute on the clock. Free throw, it is no good. has another one coming. And this one, it is good. Still a one-possession game. Now with under a minute to go. Conkle has it, and a timeout called by Coach Carty. 55.6 seconds left. We'll keep it here and tell you coming up here in the SCA. The Tigers will take on Kabul next Friday night. That'll be right here at Salem High School Gym, SCA play. And we'll be here to bring it to you here on KSMO Radio, AM 1340, and online at KSMORadio.com, Twitch TV. Don't forget our Lady Tigers will be at Willow Springs on Monday night. That's going to be a huge SCA contest, and that will not have that on KSMO Radio, but that's Monday night. Salem Lady Tigers at Willow Springs, and then they're going to be on the road again Thursday when they travel down to Thayer to take on the Lady Bobcats, another key SCA matchup for our Coach Reardon and our Lady Tigers. The Missouri Tiger game, no scheduled LSU for tomorrow night, has been postponed due to COVID-19 concerns. So the Missouri Tiger game with LSU tomorrow night, it's scheduled to be on at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, has been postponed. No makeup date has been assigned to that game yet, and we'll still have to see if the Tigers of Missouri can play even on Tuesday night when they're supposed to have another game. So we'll have to just see how that all plays out. 55-52. Salem trails it here in overtime. Conkle will get it into Carmack. Carmack gets a pick, trying to drive in, trying to get away from Bledsoe. Going baseline. Carmack stops, trying to get underneath, and getting the ball there is Smith, and he travels with it. Boy, Tigers have had a lot of turnovers in the second half. Key turnovers. Bledsoe has it. Now they get across. Stolen there by Smith. Smith outside to Carmack. Carmack's jumper short. And ball comes down in the hands of Smith. Smith has it. 30 seconds left. Smith to Conkle. Conkle going baseline. 9-footer. Banks it in. And a timeout called by Coach Carty. He has one left. With 28 seconds, Salem within one after the steal by the Tigers on the press. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. 55-54, Eldon on top. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. Salem Tigers got the steal, got the basket, still trailing by one here in overtime after they turned the ball over, and then they were able to steal it back. For Salem, they have 10 steals in this game, but they still trail it, and they have to get one more possession back. Right now, they trail it by 1 point, 55-54. JV lost by 1 point earlier tonight, 37-36. He's trying to get it in, does to Rush. Rush turns, spins, flips it out to Aiden Wells. Wells back to Rush, 20 seconds to go, and he is fouled by Carmack. Braden now at 4. And Rush will go to the line to shoot 2. Tigers went for another steal, couldn't get it, got the foul instead. Tyler Rush has 6 points, all coming in that fourth quarter. Free throw is good. 2-point ball game. Next one is no good, brought down by Carmack. Carmack with that rebound in the offensive zone. Carmack to the paint, short jumper, not any good. Brought down and controlled there by Bledsoe, and he'll be fouled. And the foul called on Josh Arts. So Carmack had the chance to tie it, but kind of rushed it a little bit. Had more time, I think, than maybe he knew. 10.8 seconds left. Bledsoe will be shooting 2. Eldon drops everybody off the line except for Bledsoe. And the first free throw, it is no good. Still a 2-point game. And Coach Carty will burn his last timeout. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Sports on KSMO Media. High school basketball arena. Isn't that bad when your monitor dies? Just died. Just died. All right, so Bledsoe will be at the line. He will shoot one more. Missed the first one. 10.8 seconds left. Bledsoe's free throw, it is good. So Tigers need a three to tie it and send it into a double overtime. Carmack into the paint. Lost the ball, comes down to Conkle. Tied up, stolen away as he bounced it off his foot. And a timeout called by Eldon with 3.3 seconds left as Carmack bounced the football off his foot and turned it over as Eldon was able to recover on the steal. They take a break, 57-54. We'll just go ahead and take a 30-second break as well. And we'll come right back with more Tiger basketball right after this 30-second break. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. .54. It's Eldon on top. Tigers will need a steal and an immediate three to send it into double overtime. Eldon will try and obviously get it in and draw a foul. Tigers will probably try and foul on the inbound. Hayes has it. Hayes fires it in, and it's over. Tigers didn't foul, and so it was easy just getting it in, and Eldon wins it by a score of 57-54. Salem falls to 2-8 on the season as they just didn't finish this one. They had the chance, gave it away a few too many times in the fourth quarter. Again, getting closer and closer to getting where they need to be. But without Morrison tonight, Tigers are at a definite disadvantage and fall to the Mustangs by a final score 57-54 in overtime. We'll come back in a minute and a half, wrap it up. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media. Salem High School Gymnasium as the Tigers lose it in overtime 57-54 to Eldon. Tigers led throughout this game, had as much as a 12-point lead in this contest. I think at one time had a 14-point lead, but watch that dwindle away in that second half. Watch the Eldon Mustangs hit some key threes down the stretch in that fourth quarter. Kyler Rush, who had been in foul trouble most of the game, and Hunter Hayes started lighting it up. He had three in that second half to really lead Eldon back in this game, as Hayes had nothing in that first quarter or first half. He had 1 point on a free throw, and Aiden Wells, who had a great first half, had 14, finished with 21. But tell you what, he was a force down low, but not as much a force in that second half as he was early on in the game. However, with 10 rebounds, he still was a rebounding force for the Eldon Mustangs. So 17 points for Hunter Hayes, 21 for Aiden Wells. They led the way. Kyla Rush finished with 7, 4 for Zabin King, 4 for Nikki Martanfi, and 2 for PJ Bledsoe, as well as 2 for Austin Rush. Rebounding for the Eldon Mustangs, as I mentioned, Aiden Wells with 10, 5 for Austin Rush, 3 for Hees and Zayden King, 2 for Kyler Rush and PJ Bledsoe, and 1 for Nikki Martinfee. For the Salem Tigers, their leading scorer tonight was Braden Carmack with 21, 9 for Ethan Simpson in the contest, 6 for Levi Smith, and 6 for Garrett Connell, and 6 for Gunnar Conkle. Easton May had 2, 4 for Josh Arts in the contest, and the Tigers, again missing Lucas Morrison tonight, really hurt him in this game tonight. Leading rebounder for Salem was Garrett Connell. He had 9 in the contest, 4 for Josh Arts, 3 for Levi Smith, 2 for Braden Carmack, 3 for Ethan Simpson, and 1 for Gunnar Conkle in the contest. Salem 9 of 19 from the free throw line in the game. That didn't help a lot tonight. They missed a lot of free throws, especially in that second half. 14 of 24 by Eldon. Salem Tigers finished with 17 turnovers and 10 steals. Eldon had 15 turnovers and 6 steals. Salem had 2 players fouled out in the game. Easton May did so with 3.6 seconds left in the game. Ethan Simpson did with 2 minutes 23 seconds left to go in overtime. Salem now 2-8 on the year. They will be off till next Friday when they host the Kabul Bulldogs here at the Salem High School gym in SCA play. And the Tigers will look to just try and finish off a game. They did a pretty good job of coming back against Newburgh, just couldn't finish that one off. And tonight led most of the way in this one, had opportunities, just couldn't finish. And again, that close, but that close is still that close. You're just not there yet. But boy, you know, your heart bleeds for them as they had a good chance to come away with a win here tonight, as they did on Tuesday night, but fell just a bit shy, and they fall to 2-8 on the season. Tomorrow is the seed meeting for the St. James tournament, and we'll find out more about that bracket next week from Coach Cardi. In the meantime, for Krista here doing the filming, for Jim back at the station, running the controls there, I'm Stan Stevens, thanking you for joining us and hoping you enjoyed the game tonight between Eldon and Salem. It went Eldon's way, 57-54. Again, one final reminder, no Missouri game tomorrow night due to COVID-19. That game has been postponed. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Good night from the high school gym.